Hello, buddy. Welcome. Are we going? I think so. Live. Internet can totally see you now. Okay. I think we're good. All right. I got an honor capsule, so we'll go ahead and just open that up and see what's up. Then we'll just jump into some games here. What did we get? Yes! Actually, wow. Medieval Twitch is a really good buy. That's actually really nice. Isn't that one of the best things you can possibly get out of the honor capsules? I'm pretty sure it is. Okay, well, I can't complain about that. Nice. Wait, was that? Yeah, it was is it Medieval Twitch or Grey Warwick? I think Grey Warwick is what you can buy in the off season. Or in the preseason. Yeah, Medieval Twitch is one of the rarest skins in the game, so that's pretty cool. I don't ever play Twitch, but if I want to, I've got it. Got my 21 key frags locked and loaded. Oh, Earthwitch is pre-season. I'm not a huge fan of J4's support. I've tried it. What's up, everybody? Thanks for, waiting on me. I had a really long day, and I had to make sure I did a couple of coaching sessions before the stream started, which I'll post up probably tomorrow morning. I thought you had a chance to get that Twitch skin, but not all Honor 5s got it. I don't know. I thought it was just, that was one of the things that you could get. That was like a really good draw to try to get people to have good honor. I would say in general, people will play harder at the end of the season. That there will be less trolling. There is going to be some still people on Smurfs and things, but in general, especially near the borders, people want it. Like, people will rage and they'll be mad if you lose more, but I think they will legitimately try to win more often than as usual because they understand that the season's going to end soon. So they'll be cranky about it if they're losing, but I feel like they're more likely to try hard in the first place. I would like to see Red get it. Yo, what's up, Maverick? No, you're not banned. You wouldn't see your chat on here if you were banned. Okay, so they're going for the Lulu, eh? Oh, damn it. I should have banned Galio. Galio's OP as hell in this patch. I might need a dodge. Oh, we'll see what they do. I totally forgot about Galio. I might actually buff this. I totally forgot to ban Galio. We'll see what they do. Let me check. My team better be dang good on whatever they're playing. Cannon and Warwick are kind of, you know, whatever champions. They're not awful, but they're not, like, they're not amazing either most of the time. Okay, this guy does play, he's like a one-trick cannon. That guy plays a lot of Warwick. Uh, 4-5. Doesn't really play Zyra, but, or Zaya. This guy, 29% Ari. It is a low sample size, to be fair. It is a low sample size. This guy plays a lot of Cog. Did he play any Zaya? It's like first time Zaya? Okay, he's got a couple of games on her. It's gonna be kind of hard to bully out this lane. Ah, crap. I think I forgot to change my mastery on Zyra. I think I changed it last night to something weird where it's not Thunderlords. I can't remember. I guess I'll play it because Cannon and Warwick have a lot of games on their core champions. No, I do have Thunderlords. Okay. I guess I switched it back. Galio is just OP as hell. I mean, I talked about it in my patch notes. I haven't played against it yet, but the numbers are just like mind-boggling how that got through Blizzard's, or Riot's R&D, rather. I just don't understand why they buff him. Like, he's already been really, really dominant. Like, ever since he was released, he's been a very strong champion. His rework. I mean, he's so overpowered, Firewall even noticed it. Right away. I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out when you throw, like, 3, like, 0.9 ratios on an AP champion that they're going to be good. That's, like, unheard of ratios. That's, like, Season 1 ratios. That's, like, AP Scion ratios from Season 1. It's just, like, an unreal ratio on a champion that has a lot of extra crowd control and utility. Such a busy world. Because they didn't even nerf his tankiness that much. That's the thing. It's like, they made him a little bit more susceptible to physical damage. A little bit. Things aren't always what they seem. On his W. And then they're just like, it's like threw his damage through the window. Wait until my seeds take root. Trying to see if I can get some seeds to spawn in lane. Hopefully, I might need to, like, some hand warmers or something. I think our heat's out in the house. Hopefully my hands don't get too tight. Ah, God. These minions are busting me up. I've got her low. If I hit her with an E once we hit 3, then she's gonna die. We gotta be a little worried about Rek'Sai, but I think she's probably top side. As soon as she goes for this cannon, I'm gonna hit her with... Oh, never mind. She's using a spell for it. Okay, Rek'Sai's top. She's getting chased by Warwick. Okay, we're good. Okay, we are gaining a CS advantage here. Okay, now Rek'Sai is not top lane. Or, no, they just killed her. They just killed her. Okay. Yeah, she is. Oh, God. Guys. It's weird. It's like tower diving at level 3 is probably a bad idea. Zyra does not perform very well against poke champions, so she's not the greatest against Caitlyn and Jace, which is what they picked after I picked Zyra. It's kind of annoying, but it is what it is. Put 2 plants on her. I mean, it's kind of a waste, but at the same time, I just wanted to make sure my Thunder Lord's proc hit her. If I get 1 root on her with a plant, I'm pretty sure I can force her to blow her summoners. Maybe kill her. Zaya just used her Q. Or her, yeah, her Q. Okay, I'm backing out of that. Oh, God. Shh. Seriously? How did she get there? She walked all the way around. For real. God, that is brutal. We should just let... I mean, we had great ward coverage. I thought. Good enough. She just, like, literally walked... I didn't see her on the mini. I mean, maybe she was there and I just didn't see her in time, but she walked past all the way through here, like, didn't go through Scuttle, walked all the way through here and all the way around. It's really unfortunate. Yeah, and Jace is 4-0. Kennen, it's been over since you guys failed that tower dive. Yeah, that was unfortunate. I get it. We should have just backed. I mean, we didn't know where she was. She took a very creative path, which is annoying, but she can do that. You know, that's within her power to do that. So.
Such a busy world.
We should have just played a bit more conservative. As much as I like Zyra, I don't think I can pick her early. Like, she's just really bad in a Kate and just, like, poke champions in general. If I would have known this guy was going to go Xayah, I would have just played Rakan. But we just really got outpicked. Like, Zyra's not that good with Xayah. Not good against Kate, not good against Jace. It's just kind of it's a bad blind pick. Once I hit 6, I can maybe blow him up, but... God, if I just had ult there. Like, she dodged the E, but then she still took a ton of damage. Not mid's missing.
An enemy has been slain.
Okay. He doesn't even have an item. He has a blasting wand, and he just did like 70% of her HP.
Take careful steps. Such a busy world.
No, I didn't see the Keen tweet. Bros, I was calling this. Like, as soon as I saw it in the patch notes, I said, this is overpowered. Like, I don't need to see anyone else talk about it. Like, it's ridiculous. Everyone can talk about it. Like, my wife doesn't know anything about League of Legends. She could come right in. If I explained to her what that was, she'd be like, man, really? How did that happen? That's one of the worst balancing... I mean, if it's not hotfix in a couple of days, Riot, you know, like, we Riot against Riot, man. That's sick. Like, if you're gonna hotfix Janna in one day, how do you not hotfix Galio, like, in 1 hour? This Galio. Like, they hotfix nerfed Janna twice on release within 2 days. So they dang well better hotfix something about this Galio. Take the ratio off of his, the extra ratio off of his passive would be a good start. Just knock off his extra ratios. Just straight up nerf his base damage. It's like, I don't understand what's wrong with nerfing a champion that's been overpowered for a long time. Like, he has like 90% presence. I mean, all Keen's gonna say is that it's overpowered. I mean, you can't say anything else. Like, there's nothing to say. Like, he's already, like, must pick, must ban at Worlds, even before the buff. The real issue is they buffed his passive. Like, that's the thing. Like, they nerfed a lot of his base damages, but they nerfed his passive. Oh, she missed it. Ari's got her, though, right? Okay. Yeah, okay, Galio went top.
Enemy has been slain. Killing spree.
The thing is, it's not like he's out of nowhere, you know? If it's like a champion that they just buff randomly and they're not sure, like, how it's going to affect the meta, then that's one thing. But it's like, this champion has been on the radar, both professionally and in solo queue, for a really long time. He's been really strong, so that's why I don't get it. It's like, you know, if you randomly buff, I don't know, Kindred or something too much, it's like, okay, you can give him a pass on that, because who would have known, you know? Because Kindred just hasn't been relevant for so long. They don't understand her matchups. They don't understand itemization. You know, something like that. You could kind of reason it. You know, you could say, all right. You know, it's... Oops. This is, like, immediately obvious to everybody that ever reads this patch, if you, you know, think about League of Legends at all, that it's going to be overpowered. It's not a strategy professor special. It's not like calling the barrier heal, you know, 5 months before the professional scene does it, or calling that Ardent Sensor and Janna are overpowered 10 patches before other people realize it. This is like something that's, you know, really obvious to everybody. Where are they? They're probably positioning for Dragon, but we can't contest it without Warwick. Interesting. I don't know about walking over here, I guess. He has no defensive items, and he just walked through, like, all of my stuff, and he still is at half health. It's just stupid, like... Look at that crap. He just punches right through my plant, like, one-shots me, basically. I think I had, like, 75% of my health. Takes, like, 2 tower shots, no problem. Like, this might be, like, literally the most overpowered champion that, you know, outside of, like, Season 1, like, some of the ridiculous stuff when they, like, didn't know how to design this game, when they first developed it. Like I said, I would be shocked. If they hotfix Janna and they don't hotfix Galio, I will be shocked. Someone, like, then it's a skins conspiracy. If there's a new Galio skin or something, there's no other explanation other than skin conspiracy. That's kind of hard to say. I really don't like for 2 to show bot, but I need this experience at the same time. I'm behind. Like, we're ahead right now, but that champion is going to be... It's because we're avoiding him. Basically, is the only way we're making plays is we're not around Galio when we do it a lot of times. But it's hard to avoid him because he can ult and, like, be there, you know, anywhere. And all of the, you know, the AP items, a lot of them, not a lot of them, but a decent chunk of them are going to have CDR on them. So that means he's going to get more ults. What are they doing? Are they doing, Rift or something? Yeah. Like, he's almost literally the perfect champion. He has great wave clear, great laning, great scaling, great tankiness, great team utility, great crowd control. Wow, this team's actually getting some stuff here. Okay. Just get a control ward down. Just get some vision somewhere, even if this is kind of a weird spot. Just anywhere. Just might as well put it down. I want more control wards. Actually... Damn it. I'm spinning way too long here. Okay, this, and then I've got 850. Just gotta get that. It's so annoying to have to buy that item. Damn it. It's been about 5 seconds too long in the shop here. Come on. That ace? Yeah. That's a pretty sick combo. I was there like just in time. A little late. Like 1 second late. But yeah, the Cannon ult and a Zyra ult is pretty gross. Like they're just running into us. Plus Xayah and Zyra is... We just have lots of area of effect damage. Damn it. Alright, they're not gonna do it. It's fine. Okay, I need to go buy. Sorry, I don't have the comments. I need to put them up on my phone. Get them in a little bit. That's a bad choice. Leandre's is bad. He should have gone Proto Belt or Lich Bane, I think. I don't have everybody. Oof. God, that's brutal. Alright, well, I'm starting to melt him now. I've got a lot of damage, though, for a support. He doesn't have any magic resist. Ah, oh, damn it. What? Can we get it? Yeah, they gotta back up, I think. Okay, so she's a little tankier than I thought. I thought I'd get her. Yeah, they won't do Baron. Their lanes are too pushed in. They don't have any vision. Now, I mean, they might look at it right now, but yeah, she's got a little magic resist going on there. I'm gonna have to, well, I might actually do, Rylai's here to help kite a little bit more, because we don't have that many slows in our kit. She doesn't have that much magic resist. So I might do Rylai's here, as much as I typically don't like that item. Having a little more tankiness against like a Jace, Shock Blast, or whatever, it'd be kind of nice too. Jace could be flanking. Why would you throw that early? Just wait for her to come up.
What lurks beneath the soil?
Come on, man. For real? Why would you step on that? Like, we don't have to go up that ramp. That's as stupid as... What? Like, LOL, Caitlyn did damage to a squishy champion with a headshot when she's got 3 items. If it's like... Yeah, she did. I mean, I don't know, that's... I mean, they're stalling out pretty well. I need to go get more wards. My ward's about to go down.
The forest holds many surprises. A promising garden.
Look at that damage on me. That did 1100 damage on a single Q. Off of like 2 items. And I just full comboed him with 2 items. 2 AP items as well. And I only did like a quarter of his health. Nah, just do it. It's fine. Or, like, bait it. Oops. Damn it. Someone has to go out there and get Jace.
Take careful steps. Unless I'm doing the surprising.
I might get, like, Warmogs after this, honestly, just to deal with the poke from Jace and Galio. After I get Rylai's. I don't know. I might just get another, like, Void Staff or something, just so I can actually kill him. We'll see. See how it's going. Where is he? Oh, he's TPing bottom. Can we get her? Get her, Ari. Get her, Ari. Wait, she died, right? She didn't die?! How did she not die? Oh my god, dude. The barrier heal Lulu ult, Galio ult. Like.
The forest holds many surprises.
What the hell? I better see like a little exclamation point after this game that says Galio has been temporarily disabled. There are some bugs with him. He accidentally deletes champions while sustaining no damage. Someone was really high in R&D and managed to sneak it through our vetting system. The person has since been terminated. Jesus. He's gonna throw a shock blast at me. Okay, well at least they're chasing him around instead of doing something productive. Yeah, I've got to get Void Staff.
Take careful steps. Such a busy world.
Hurry up. I need the experience. I need to get wards down.
The harvest is upon us.
No defensive items. I've... God. I probably could have backed up a bit further and maybe just put a plant there. I just didn't want him to kill the Xayah. I tried to blow him up, but I probably could have been further back. Or just like put a plant right on him, just like an E plant on him. I don't know. I feel like he may have been able to pop out and kill the Xayah if I didn't hit him with the E portion of the spell. Nope, right here. Oh, if I just got her there. I think that would have been game, potentially, if I killed her. Winds of War, 1,000 damage. That's on a spammable Q that's got like a 4-second cooldown with his CDR. Oh, she's dead.
Ally has been slain.
Venture off the beaten path.
Everybody's just getting picked off. Like,
More to see.
An ally has been slain.
is this seriously the third person in a row that just got picked?
Come close. Just a harmless flower.
Your turret has been destroyed. The enemy's inhibitor is respawning soon.
Okay, I think I have enough.
A promising garden. Venture off the beaten path.
She's got to be full build, right? She doesn't even need the gold.
Take care.
Wait, she doesn't have IE? Like, we gotta have her damage, man. Oh, okay, nice. Yeah, go, 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 go. I think that's it, right? Yeah, we gotta end it here. We're not gonna get another chance. Whoa, what? No.
Come close.
We're not gonna have a wave.
Such a busy world.
God, get out! No, I'm probably dead. Maybe. Maybe not. Jesus. Yeah. Yeah, everybody's dead.
Enemy triple kill.
Run, 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 run.
Things
Or just ignore him and run it up middle.
Take careful steps. Such a busy.
Yeah, what's he gonna do? I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm not gonna debate it with him. Yeah, that's gonna be it. Wow. Champion is so stupid, man. He gets to go in, like, against all of our area of effect with no defensive items. Like, he doesn't have a single defensive item outside of Zonya's. And don't even start with, like, Rod's a defensive item. He doesn't have anything, and he can just run in like that against other 6-item champions, like Ahri, who has Death Cap, like, all damage Ahri, all damage Zyra, and no problem. Just face tank both of us, and keep Lulu up at the same time. Like, what?
Things aren't always what they seem.
Like, he gives Lulu such huge shields that we can't even kill her.
Has been slain.
Oh. Ow. Dude, bros, what are we doing?
Has been destroyed.
What is going on?
So much more to see. Holds many surprises.
Look at how little damage I do to him at full build. Wow. I mean, that shouldn't happen. Like, that's so much. The guy started off like 1 in 5 or something in lane. And he's so tanky. I just ban him every game. That's it. I forgot to ban him. I mean, it's my first game of the day, but I knew even from the patch notes it was going to be ridiculous. It's everything I thought it would be. What is this tweet? It just says he's really good. Yeah, I mean, this, like, they should seriously just disable this champion right now. You hate getting support because you have a carry mentality. Did you see how much damage I did that game? Like, just play something like Zyra if you want to do a lot of damage. I mean, I did more damage than Ahri and Kennen. The only person who did more damage to me is our AD carry, which is how it should be. AD carry should do the most damage on your team late game. Not your tank support, or not your tank mid laner. Yeah, it's pretty close. Yeah, I mean, like, Season 1 stuff, like, Twisted Fate, his ultimate used to be, like, a normal ability that wasn't... It was on, like, a 10-second cooldown or something. Like, you know, like, really ridiculous old-school stuff has been broken in, like, the preseason and, like, preseason 1, like, in the beta. But since then, I honestly can't. Like, not even, like, the old-school Kassadin that had, like, a 90% ban rate. I mean, if I'm first pick, I can play him as support, but... Yeah, I didn't look at damage taken. He probably didn't take a lot because he had so many shields. Let's see if someone else bans him first. So I can use my ban on Jarvan. No, I gotta do it. I mean, he was like literally the only reason they were remotely in that game. Like when Ahri and I can't solo kill a Lulu, like I even blew my ult to kill her. When we can't even kill a Lulu because of Galio's ult. I think doesn't his ult like the stuff scale off of AP also? Or is it just off of magic resist? The damage scales off of AP. Okay. The damage reduction is based on magic resist. But look at these numbers. Like, who the hell? Like, 90% ratio on his E. 90% ratio on something when you have, like, 40% CDR. It's going to be on, like, a 3-second cooldown, 4-second cooldown. In addition to 9% of the target's max health per 100 AP. In addition to a 90% ratio. And all of this is area of effect. It all affects multiple targets, potentially. Like, it just boggles the mind. Like, I can't even express, like, just how ridiculous that is. Wait, why does this have a lock on it? Okay, what do I want here? Soraka, Janna, Lulu, Lee. I think I can just Nami here.
I decide what the tide will bring.
I mean, the champ is not a real person. Like, it's okay to be toxic towards a champ if it's overpowered. It's not even like toxic, it's explaining how ridiculous it is. Like, I'm not calling it, like, I'm not insulting Galio's mother or anything. Articulating why it's ridiculously overpowered. Yeah, you want to know toxic, like, completely determining my game that we just outclassed them strategically. We rotated better. We won almost every lane, including the Galio lane. Like, I call that toxic. Like, my game being thrown by Riot's balancing team. There's no weakness to that champion. Like, at least LeBlanc, who has been, like, pretty overpowered for a while, at least she takes a lot of skill to use, and if you catch her, if you crowd control her, you can actually kill her. With Galio, like, I could kind of kill him sometimes if he just dove in and just, like, ate all of the damage from everybody. But he's nowhere near as squishy as he should be with that build.
Minions have spawned.
Dude, I've been talking about it for like 5 minutes or something, 10 minutes. And it's what everybody's going to be talking about. I'll guarantee you, if you go to any Reddit post, if you go to like any review person, like everybody's going to be talking about Galio until he gets nerfed.
People and their air.
The only way to win against Galio is to ban him. I mean, I don't know. Like, you can win. Like, we had chances to beat him if you just, like, severely outplay their team. Like, if you just bait him into really bad fights, you know. You have to just really have... You just have to really have some major advantages and just outplay him, like, severely. It's like you could beat Michael Jordan in a game of basketball if you just get him to, like, tie his shoe for 5 minutes or something, maybe. I'm just saying, guys, it's a very, very germane topic, and the fact that I talked about it for like 15 minutes, I talked about it in my patch notes for a long time, too, before, like, this patch even went live yesterday. But now that I've seen it firsthand, just explaining not just that he's overpowered, but, like, why he's overpowered, and, like, comparing him to past historical champions, and, like, you know, I think it's a relevant topic. I mean, what else am I supposed to say about that game? Like, we got baited by Lulu into fighting an overpowered Galio. Like, that's how the game was decided. And then people just ran around and got caught 3 times. I mean, that's it. There's not a lot more analysis to that game. Why'd she go back in?
Has been slain.
Guys, it's not Salt. It's a champion that literally just came out today. And clearly people don't understand how overpowered it is. So it's important to talk about why, because it wasn't banned last game, and it wasn't going to be banned this game unless I banned it. And so people who go play solo queue today, if they don't, you know, if they watch my stream first, they'll know to ban it, and they'll know why. They'll say, is the prof just reacting? Is he just being negative because he lost that champion? No, he's explaining rationally why the champion doesn't have weaknesses. He's got too much defense, too much offense. Like, it's a useful conversation. Who got the kill? Someone got the kill on that. It's not like, you know, I'm complaining that LeBlanc's busted and she's been busted for like a year. This is literally like a today thing.
An ally has been slain.
You know what I mean? If it bores you to hear, if you just don't like to hear champion analysis, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, it's kind of like saying, hey, there's this, like, I don't know. I'm trying to think. I can't think of anything in the news. Hey, there's this major, like, thing going on in culture, like, throughout the world. Hey, this war just broke out in this, or, like, you know, something huge is going on. And then, like, you know, on the same day, people are like, ah, I'm tired of hearing. I don't care. Don't want to hear about it. It's like, that's fine, but a lot of people probably do because it's the new thing that's going on that's really impacting culture. This is really impacting League culture right now. Yeah, and that's the thing, is Galio doesn't require a lot of skill, like, at all. Huh. Lintish, it's nothing. We just, if you haven't seen new Galio, he's ridiculously overpowered. And I was commenting on it, just a few people are like telling me not to comment on a new champion that has basically completely new properties. See, that's the thing. People, like, just join this stream all the time, too, you know? Like, people don't know, and they're gonna play a game with Galio, and they're gonna be like, oh my god, this thing just one-shotted me. Why didn't anyone tell me about this? So I could ban it. That's not a paraphrase of me at all. You're taking whatever you thought you heard me say completely out of context. I'm saying that it's a major cultural event for League of Legends, just like some things are major cultural events. I didn't compare Galio to rape. Like, what the hell? Where did... What? Like, I don't know what's going on with the chat today, but I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a huge fan. Yeah, I forgot about Galio, that he was that powerful too. I mean, and I just analyzed him yesterday. That's why I think it's important to talk about it.
Enemy rampage.
Ride upon the waves. There's always another wave.
An ally has been slain.
Sure as the tides.
An enemy has been slain.
I still hear the song at sea.
No, chat is not spicy as usual. We usually have very tame, like, cool people that are here to, like, hear analysis. So that's what I don't understand. Alright, I'm going to sell that and get this, I guess.
People in their air.
Nami's a good pick, specifically with Twitch and Vayne, because they want to hold people in place when they do their damage. Like, it helps with Vayne's mobility. Vayne's not very good, especially into Caitlyn, though. Vayne's just bad. I mean, there's not a lot to it. Yeah, she could have done a lot of things. She could have not flashed forward. She could have condemned. Yeah, she's really good. Like, she's not the best in a Sona. She's alright. She gets outscaled by Sona, but I wanted a healer, and she's really good with Vayne and Shyvana. Yeah, the Ardent nerfs are actually a nerf. It's still a good item, but... Vayne's just a high skill cap champion that people like to play. No, it's not gutted. Ardent's still viable. It's just, you know, not as overpowered as it once was. It's still what you should be rushing on enchanters. You just won't get it on as many other types of champions.
An enemy has been slain.
Yeah, I mean, every lane's losing. This game's probably unwinnable. We're going to keep trying, but... Yeah, we just gotta kind of take dragons. They're gonna get middle. We can't really stop it though. It's too low, so we can just trade towers, I guess. Trading's fine when you're down, as long as they don't get the tier 2. Mikhail's not overpowered, it's situational. I think I just have to get boots right now. I just have to be able to rotate. The map's just too open. Wow, they did get 2 tiers. And they're gonna get top. I mean, I think Ari's just like... I don't know. We just don't have the clientele for this. What? You gotta shoot your thing through the warp gate, man. Alright. What? Aren't they dead? We gotta get some more damage, man. Come on, we gotta get something here. Soraka fits tank comps because the more you healed or shield, that scales with resistances. So if you heal somebody for 200 and they have like 200 armor, then it's really like healing them for 800. Whereas if you heal a squishy person, it's not going to be nearly as effective. Also, squishy people can get blown up before you can even heal them. So tanks just last longer, they extend fights, and you want, if you have a heal and shield champion, you want fights to last longer. Soraka's good if people don't know how to buy the item Executioner's Calling. Like, that's what it comes down to.
Shut down.
Whoa, what? God, how many? Oh, God, he's got 9 kills. Damn, I guess I should have had a ward here. Yeah, we're... Yeah, you can't just assume that we're winning. Like, you gotta secure those kills. You gotta make sure they actually die. I mean, we were going after Lee. Like, we got cut off by Lee. Jace and I were looping around so that they wouldn't get away. And then GP dropped an ult, and Lee kicked both of us. I mean, we were trying, but that's the pathing that made sense right there. We would have been able to kill all 3 of them if GP didn't ult that, but the GP ult kind of stopped us from getting through. Sejuani's okay. I don't think Sejuani's too overpowered in solo queue. She's alright. And yeah, it did nerf her a little bit, but she's still good. She's just not, like the only champion that's... Well, there's 2 champions. There's a couple that are out of line, but the most out of line champions right now are Galio, obviously, and Jarvan. Those are both really far out of line. I think Kassadin's pushing it. I think Talia's pushing it. Like, those champions are really strong, but they're not, like, oppressive. Or they're not, like, too overpowered. They're just, like, really good picks. Are you kidding me right now? He got it with an ult. Can't see him, can't see him! God. I should have just run out of there. I couldn't exhaust him fast enough, and I didn't have any wards. I wouldn't call Leona meta. I mean, it depends on how you're defining meta. Is she popular? Yes. Is she really strong? No. No, it wasn't unlucky. I knew that Kennen was there. I didn't think about him hourglassing. I was trying to get into the bush so I could exhaust him. I thought his ult was basically done, but it still had a couple more ticks. I mean, like, Leona's good in silver and bronze. There's too much potential for her to get outplayed. I think much higher than that. I know they played her one time at Worlds. She's been played once out of, like, 1,000 Worlds games over the years, but...
There's always another way.
See, Pool Party Gragas, man.
We are all tied to the ocean. Just a fox on the run.
An enemy has been slain. An enemy has been slain. Enemy double kill.
I mean, Candy Cane Kane would be interesting. That'd be a nice Christmas skin. Yeah, I do, Fish Food. That game right there. I don't honor people a lot in losses, honestly. Trist is not a must ban, no. The only must ban champions, I think, are Galio and Jarvan. Did I have no deaths last game? Surely I died. Yeah, I died. Maybe you're talking about a different game. Like, Trist is good, but it's not worth banning any of the 80 carries. I mean, the only one I would consider banning would be Draven, because he's very oppressive early game, and like, there are Dravens, but like people that one-trick Draven out there. I mean, Sona's alright, it's just the meta's changed a little bit. People are playing much more aggressive champions now. Jarvan's ridiculously oppressive, and he has been for several patches. He's got the same problem as Galio. Galio just has it more pronounced. Like, he's tanky for free. Like, this is the formula for overpowered champion most of the time. Lots of free defense that you don't have to itemize for. It's either one of two things. It's either lots of free defense that you don't have to itemize for, so you can build damage and still be defensive. Very simple to play kit. Lots of good utility and lots of mobility. Okay? Or it is lots of free damage. Lots of free damage. And you can build all defensive. You have high mobility, high utility. And and stuff like that. And Jarvan and Galio both meet that criteria. Galio's new this patch. He's been really good. Like, he's met that criteria. He already did decent damage, and he was really tanky before. And now he's just ridiculous. But Jarvan has been that way too, where, you know, Jarvan can build full, like, lethality one-shot Jarvan and still be pretty tanky. Or he can just build, like, full tank and still do a decent amount of damage. His numbers are just too high. And he has a very unique crowd control that is 3.5 seconds that people can't get out of with Quicksilver Sash. Zen's not broken. I might dodge this. Well, they've got an Aatrox. Jesus Christ. Janna's open. Oh, with Trist? I mean, we just go Janna here.
The Tempest is at your command.
Yeah, his ultimate is 3.5 seconds. I mean, some champions can get out of it. It's just the kind of champions that can get out of it aren't played right now, except for Tristana. Trist is good against him, but a lot of the other popular champions have a really hard time getting out of it. Wait, do these guys actually play these champions? We have 3 Vayne mains. What? Talia, okay, I mean, Talia's really good. This guy play Talia? Keiko or whatever? Okay, he's been playing a lot of Zen in the jungle, and some top. Okay, fine, whatever. Okay, someone dodged. That's even better. Nah, TSM's fine. I don't know about that, Jorge. I mean, I really don't think you'll get banned for language if someone doesn't report you for it. I don't think so. I mean, the only thing I could possibly think of is if you're just, like, spamming the N-word with your friends over and over again, there might be a special protocol for that. Or, you know, something like that, like some really key trigger words. But I think if you're just, like, just cussing, like, with your friends, I don't think you'll get banned unless someone reports you for it. Like, Riot's not going to know. They're not going to care. I've never heard of anyone getting banned just for using your standard, like, colorful language. Like, that's like not race affiliated. I wouldn't call our team comp great. I don't like Zen top, and I don't like Trundle jungle. They're, like, okay, but they're not amazing. World Finals is, I think, in 2 weeks. Right? Semis are this week. It's every week there's another round. So semis are this week, and then Worlds are the week after that, I'm pretty sure. I know, but who cares? I mean, that's just what they do. Did he embarrass himself? Did they embarrass themselves? Yeah, that's punishment enough. I mean, they're all really embarrassed. Their coach got fired. You know, some of the players might be replaced. I don't know. I mean, it's just like anything else, man. That's just what happens a lot of times in sports. That's just part of American culture with sports. Well, yeah, I mean, people are going to play to win, booyah. But the thing is, like, okay, let's say you ban 20 champions. There's going to be a different 20 champions that people are going to pick every time. They're just going to find out what the best champion is for whatever they want to do, and they're going to play it. Like, they're going to figure it out. So, like, if you deleted half of the champions right now, I will guarantee you that of the remaining half, people would probably still play the top 20 more than anything else. That's just how it works. Like, there's never going to be complete equality between all champions being played. Some are just strictly better than others in certain metas and in certain conditions. Certain itemization, certain, like, team compositions. So, I mean, there is no solution. That's just the nature of competitive gaming. People are going to find whatever the best strategy is, whatever they think it is, and they're just going to play it a lot. I'm sorry to hear that, Sniper. Yeah, I just wouldn't type anything to anybody. Guys, I can't Galio support. He's going to be banned every game once people watch my stream. Or any stream. Once they watch any media whatsoever, he's going to be banned. Or they just play one game against him. He's going to be banned. And trust me, people don't always play the meta stuff. Like, we've just seen, this guy wants to Talon top, and I just had somebody that wanted to do a Xin Zhao top, and that's... Both of those are really weak top lane picks.
Only you can hear me, Summoner.
Trust me, I wish everybody played the, you know, the best champions all the time. They just don't, honestly. You can't blind pick Fiddlesticks. Yeah, dude, just, I'm telling you, just wait, like, one week on op.gg and you look at the ban rate, and Galio's gonna have a ban rate of over 90%. I'll guarantee you. He's probably gonna have over a 100% ban rate, because he's gonna get banned on both sides a lot. This guy better be like a one-trick Talon. I don't know, that sucks, Sniper. You just gotta kind of learn from it, I guess. Where... Hey, like, can this website work? Hello? This thing, I swear, takes up, like, more memory than, like, a 60 gig game. Okay, this guy is a one-trick Talon, I think. I guess. I'm not super thrilled about it, but... People banned Zac. I don't know what you mean by back in the day. If you mean, like, earlier this season, people banned Zac because he was really overpowered. Like, he's not, like, Galio level overpowered, but he was up there. Like, he's been one of the most overpowered champions of the season. Galio broke the website. Probably. I mean, it's probably going to be a meme. Something with Galio, like, being overpowered or breaking things. I don't know, this site just is always, like, super slow. Huh. I mean, you would think that top lane doesn't get a lot of attention, but they do. Like, so many people, like, gank and camp top, even though you're right, they should be focusing bottom most of the time. It just depends on what the lane matchups are. I'm gonna go for early pressure.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Galio. I mean, I'm serious. Like, people want me to stop talking about it, but people keep asking me about it. Like legit, it's top 3 most broken things I've ever seen in League of Legends is that champion. I only played 1 game against it, but I'm telling you, he's not right. And just the numbers are wrong. Like, I honestly can't think of anything that's... Like I said, like, TF, before he had, like... When his ultimate wasn't an ultimate, it was on, like, a 10-second cooldown, so he could just, like, warp around the map whenever. And, like, one-shotted people with his cards. I'm trying to think of other things that were obscenely, like... Even, like, Cleaver, like, League of Cleaver, or, like, the Targon's Brace meta, when that item got reworked. Even Kassadin, like, Season 3 Kassadin with a 90% ban rate. I can't think of anything. Because other champions, like, require some kind of warm-up, or they have some kind of weakness a lot of times. Even, like, Jarvan right now, like, I don't know. Just want to apply as much poke as I can to keep him off the rat and just let rat free farm, and should be good. We just gotta watch out for Ezreal, because Ezreal can go red. Like, he can go anywhere he wants.
You're looking a little green.
I'm trying to think of other things that have been permabanned this season. Like, if you think of, like, Graves, Zac, stuff like that, I don't even think they were that bad. Like, they were bad, but they're, like, not even remotely close to the same level. Does she have... Okay, she didn't take Doran's shield. Solo kill, eh? Whoa. Whoa! I've got like 300 milliseconds. No. Janna's not... No, don't even. Janna's not even close. The same kind of overpowered state as current Galio. The closest thing was Zac, this season at least. Janna's strong. I mean, obviously, I love Janna, but it's not even in the same ballpark. Janna, like, could be killed. No, Janna's win rate was not #1 for a year. Janna's win rate was #1 for like 4 months, or maybe not even that much. Guys, you don't know what insane is. Like, you haven't seen Overpowered. If you think that Janna was she was good. Go watch the first game of this stream if you want to see some problems. I mean, trust me, I played Janna. Oh, I have 600 games on Janna. I know Janna this season. Well, he's not even a full tank that can one-shot. He's a full AP that can tank, which is in many ways even more disturbing. People don't want to hear about it, Dylan. No one wants to hear about new things that are really powerful. So that they can abuse them in their games or know enough to ban them at least. I literally talked about it, like, between games. Like, near the end of one game and at the start of another game. There's almost like a riot on the channel in the chat. Even though it's, like, the news. It's just going to be everywhere. I mean, it's going to go down as one of the biggest, like, slip-ups of R&D ever, especially if they don't, like, fix it soon, like, tomorrow. It's really bad. They don't need that on their, they don't need that as in their PR, they don't need that bad PR, like, right before preseason. Because everyone is already kind of complaining that, you know, the preseason there might be some overpowered stuff, and they don't, like, that's not going to instill confidence, you know? Dude. Can we just get an AD carry that, like, basically doesn't just walk in and suicide? Whoa, what? Are you kidding me right now? So you can't even see her? Wow. So I didn't even see a shimmer. Yeah, Twitch had flash. I mean, he shouldn't have even walked up there. Like, the wave was pushing towards us. Like, there's no reason to walk up. No, I'm not going to do a whole video on it. I don't need to. It's obvious. Like, I don't cover obvious things that often. Like, you know, like I said, everything. Literally, like, I can't even imagine anything that covers or analyzes League of Legends, like, not talking about this Galio until they fix it. I mean, thank God it's not like professional season. Yeah, I know. It's not just the damage. There are champions that do a lot of damage that are fine. It's the, it's everything else about him. Into the Warcraft series? I mean, I played World of Warcraft off and on several times. I played Warcraft 3. I mean, I'm not, like, into the lore or anything that much, but... yeah, I played a lot of games in that universe. No, Zed and Talon are not even, like, remotely close to this guy. In terms of overpoweredness. Like, there's a lot of counterplay to those champions. Who's got a lot of kills? Okay, Diana actually does have some kills. Like, there are so many things. I mean, people don't want to hear me talk about Galio anymore, I suppose, unless those people left. But, like, there are so many things that are wrong with that. Like, it's his range. Like, it's the... like, he can use his Q and deal, like, 1,000 damage off of 2 items from, like, 900 range away or something. That also wave clears. And he gets a ton of free, like, damage reduction off of 1 point in his W. Like, there's just so many things wrong. And he can, like, has a global presence with his ult. Like, there's just so many things wrong with that champion. Like, Talon and Zed are very, very different. You actually kill them. If you crowd control them, you kill them, you know? You can't actually fight them. You can just build armor and work around them. You can't just build magic resist and work around Galio, because he's going to outlast you. He's not a burst. Like, he does heavy burst, but he does heavy sustain damage, too, because all those abilities... like, his Q's on, like, a 4-second cooldown. It's not like it's an anti-ult or something. It does, like, anti-ult type of damage. But it's on a 4-second cooldown instead of 60. So you can't even, like, you know, build a ton of MR and hope to deal with him. Okay, well, they got him, right? Crap, no Ezreal's there, too. God bless. Why is Ezreal always here? God. I should have exhausted her. I didn't think... she must have crit me. She doesn't have crit, though. I should have exhausted her. I didn't think... I thought I could just ult her. I was waiting until she tumbled, then I was going to ult her. That's rough. I should have just exhausted her immediately and not been greedy with it. Well, yeah, it's because Galio, like... I mean, like, you can beat him. It's not like you can't. We killed him, like, 6 times in the game. It's just the amount of resources you have to devote to taking him out. Don't ever have a team fight. That's number 1. So, yeah, I mean, you'd have to have some roaming, like, burst comp. I mean, Jarvan is up there. Like, honestly, Jarvan's not as overpowered as Galio, but he's overpowered. He's up. You know, like, if Galio's a 10, Jarvan's probably an 8 on the overpowered scale. 8 or a 9. Galio can't get out of Jarvan's thing, and Jarvan's tanky enough to deal with his stuff. Now, those two together, God help you. If a team gets Jarvan and Galio, because they combo so well together. Try to get into a fight here with this guy. Okay. Okay, we're doing pretty good this game. We got kind of stomped bot lane, but everyone else is doing pretty well, so. She does have smite, right? Yeah, she has smite. Should be fine. Okay. I guarantee you, like, people that haven't been on the channel in a little bit that didn't hear that are going to come in telling me that for the next few days. Hey, Professor, did you know that Galio's OP? I'd be like... Of course I know, bro. I'm the prof. P-R-O-P-H. I mean, I did talk about it for like 20 minutes in my patch notes yesterday before the patch even came out, why it was disgusting. If you want to hear a really detailed account of it, if you didn't hear enough on the stream about it, you can do that. I just goofed up. I should have banned it the first game. I just didn't, because I forgot about it, because I've been in conferencing all day. I haven't been doing anything league related all day. I did coaching videos. That's inaccurate. When I got home from class, I did 2 coaching videos. But... yeah, I just had totally forgotten about it. Might as well just drop a bunch of wards here. Yeah, it's the next prof. Why do you build Ardent on Fiddle? I don't know if I'm going to do that anymore, though. That was kind of short-lived. Just because I'm not sure if it's as good as it was last patch. Positioning tips for AD carry, yeah, don't ever use your mobility forward. Whatever champion it is, don't do it. You're like, it should be very, very selective. It's like, do not tumble forward as Vayne, do not E forward as Ezreal, do not jump forward as Tristana. It should be rare. Okay, I'm coming back down. I was rotating, but... for profit. That's why it was PH. I'm not really good enough to call myself some kind of messiah. But I do think that my analysis is usually spot on. I mean, I am incorrect about some things, but a lot of things I'm not. Like, I was pounding the table on Sivir talking about how overpowered that was going to be, and they nerfed it in, like, one day, and it wasn't nearly as strong as this. The one thing that I've been kind of wrong about in recent memory was Galio. Whoa, what? Hold on, how did that get to me? Did he flash? Or did I get, like, dissonance? Wow. God, that champion right there is... He's like a 7 or an 8 out of 10 on the OP scale right now. Is Ezreal jungle.
Your turret has been destroyed.
I don't remember the last time I saw a game. It was probably like right when Ezreal jungle was a thing and people had no idea how to build him or what was going on. That was like the last time he wasn't good. Like the last month, he's just been like on top of it. Wait, they have a Graves top. I just noticed that. What?
Your turret has been destroyed.
Yeah, we should have respected that Reconnel a little bit more. I know, that's what I was saying, Dylan, earlier, is it's like, if they can nerf Janna on the day of when they changed her, then they damn well better nerf Galio on day of. Wait, why rush Adaptive Helm against Orianna? I'm confused.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Questionable at best. How many stacks? Okay, he's got his 5 stacks. Okay, I gotta get some more wards down. We got a dragon coming up.
Slain. Aced. Your turret has been destroyed. Your turret has been destroyed. Your turret has been destroyed. Your inhibitor has been destroyed.
Yeah, I think Ori flashed out of my ult. I can't go clear the second one, it's too dangerous. Cho'Gath was the one that's like, that's it, guys. There's no way we can win. You guys are terrible. Fight him! What?
Enemy double kill.
She's turned around and ran.
An ally has been slain.
Like, you're Diana. What are you, I mean, what are you doing? Just auto attack her. Tilted player. I think this guy was in the game last time. Dude, Talon, you're literally like one death less than I am. You have far more mobility than I do. I mean, Vayne's just fed as hell. I don't think there's anything that, like... And she's alright. I don't want to throw cold water on it, but we're just... Our team's just fed her so much. We just don't have any kind of front line. I mean, I had to ult her. Like, I gotta blow everything, because apparently nobody can kill her. You gotta quit trolling, Francisco.
An enemy has been slain.
This guy dead again. He better have Warmogs. Why don't you have Warmogs? That's like the best item on Cho'Gath. God bless. Yeah, I understand, but you understand like how that can be annoying too, and you keep spamming nice Vayne when she's on the enemy team, like killing my whole team. Like, I get it, you like Vayne, it's fine. It's just like once or twice is enough. It depends, Jordan. If you think you can apply a lot of early game pressure, then I like Spell Thieves. If you think it's just going to be a farm off lane, then Coin. Coin does get more gold, but you get a lot more pressure early on. Nah, it's fine, Francisco. I get it. I mean, I'm just not in a... I don't know. It's been a rough night so far. It's been a rough day. No, you go, like, you're gonna go aggressive against them, because they're gonna force you to go aggressive. So that's where you want it. Nah, I don't think that's exactly true. I mean, yeah, Sona's good, Vayne's good into, not Vayne. Leona's good into Sona. But, like, you really only want Spell Thieves against something like you know, Janna or Nami or Soraka, things like that, where you're not going to fight early on, most likely. If you can keep the, can we hit anybody? Are you kidding me? Did he just solo that crap? What? Well, I guess if we get a lot of towers out of it, I'll take it. I have W. I think we could have pressured that more.
An enemy has been slain.
I don't know what I'll get next. I could get a Mikhail's. They don't have that much CC though. I think I might just get Zeke's for Twitch. Damn it.
Your team
don't know. I feel like we could have taken him, but whatever. If I get enough gold, I'm gonna get a probably a Zeke's next. But I don't want to give up my my control word slot until I get a full item. I want to give it up for just like a, you know, a Glacial Shroud or something. We need Twitch. Did he get her? Did we get... We did get... No, Vayne got out. Damn it. Okay, we got it. It's actually important to shut Rakan up because he could come out and CC the Twitch, and I think Twitch can, or Twitch and Talon or whoever was down there, because certainly 2v1 the Vayne. So just to make sure that Rakan didn't back, we got him. Jeez. It was very mad. Hi, I'm single 01. I like it how they say the guy who's really mad, like, literally has not said anything in post-game chat. The guy they said has been raging the whole time, like, hasn't said anything. Okay. Report. Wait, why should I report Talon? I didn't even see. Report the toxins. Yeah, it's true, Jonathan. What are my thoughts on Brand? He's alright. He'll be a lot better in the preseason with Glacial Augment. Should I max W or Q with Vayne? Q. If you're gonna, Jordan, if you're gonna fight in lane, like if you're gonna either you're forcing the fight or they're forcing the fight, you want Spell Thieves. If you're just gonna farm off, then you want Coin. Coin doesn't give you any combat stats. At least Spell Thieves gives you 10 AP, which helps with your shield and your damage and all that kind of stuff. And you do 10 damage on hit, which is a lot early on. I can do one more. I really hate to cash out when we have like almost 200 viewers, but I'm so tired. And I've got so much stuff I have to do in the morning. I know it was a late start. I'll probably be able to get started around on time tomorrow. The beer sellout. Best 3 supports. I mean, I'm going to do the tier list tomorrow. I'm going to have to think about it. Because this kind of shook it up a little bit. I mean, the 3 that I recommend for people to play. Hey, thanks for the sub. I appreciate it. The 3 that I recommend for most people to play would be Sona, Blitzcrank, Zyra. They're all like different kinds of champions, but those are probably the best for solo queue. I think that Janna's still really good. Yeah, probably those. I mean, if you're talking like best 3 for anybody who played, like probably Thresh, Rakan. But those are like a lot harder to play. Yeah, it's around 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every day, K-Swiss. It's like 9 or 9:30, depending on my school schedule. I'm not a full-time... Well, I do full-time hours streaming, but I also have a day job. I teach at a major university. I teach persuasive writing at a big public American university. Yeah, it's like around 9 o'clock virtually every day. Today was different. If you subscribe to the channel, if it's going to be a different schedule, then I post up a video about it. Like today, I posted up a video explaining my schedule over the next couple of days. Usually it's just like a little quick, 3 to 5 minute video or something if my schedule's going to be different. But sometimes I have to like travel with my wife. I also have a wife and a kid. I'm not, I'm 33, turning 34 this year. As I forget. Yeah, I am an actual professor of sorts. Not the tenured kind that makes money, the poor kind that doesn't make money. The instructor kind. But I do like it. It's a lot of fun. I learned some really cool stuff today. Like my students are doing some really fascinating projects. Like one of them is talking about like Nazis and like this stolen art, like underground, like black market for like the art that Nazis stole, and why Hitler was interested in certain kinds of art. I forgot he was a he wanted to be an artist or an art student, and he failed out of art school. So that was fascinating, and then there was, there are a lot of fascinating ones. There's another girl who was looking at kind of the history of American isolationism, and like one of the major things that like George Washington said in like his presidential exit speech or whatever was like, don't ever get involved with other countries. Like, just keep to yourself, basically. And then just how that policy has sort of changed over time and gone back and forth. That was fascinating. There's a lot of really cool things. There's like 3 or 4 people doing like the history of mental disability in various ways. Like the 19th and early 20th century. So I let them pick their topic. They can choose whatever they want. Like it has to be something that for the historical unit has to be something pre-1995 is where it starts. And you could bring it into current days if you want. But you have to start historically before 1995 and then bring it up to the present. And a lot of people choose things that are a bit older and just really diverse things, like stuff that isn't even in their major that they just are really interested in. I had someone last year do like the history of colonial Congo just because he went over there on a trip and he thought it was cool, and he started studying it and he found like this really weird like conspiracy involving this like Belgian prince guy that was running this like secret like money laundering thing through the colonial empire. So there's all kinds of like just really like fun, cool stuff that I learned out of their essays. And then of course I teach them how to research, how to write persuasively, all of that stuff. Yeah, that's exactly right, VCham. She mentioned that too. Yeah. Because, I mean, the goal of the class, it's not a literature class per se. I've taught literature classes, but I let them choose how they write about literature too. It's not like a book quiz type of thing. That literature class was really fun. I wish I got to offer it, like, I wish they offered it more. So I tried to make it very relevant and cool. Like, one of my so I would give them these take-home tests, which were basically, like, you choose 2 questions you want to answer, and I gave them, like, 4. And then you write, like, 2 pages about each one. And you have to use evidence from the books that we read in there. And one of them was, like, it was, you're a parent during the Restoration period, and your daughter is thinking about getting married to, you know, someone of an appropriate standing or something like that, right? Would you advise her to do it or not? And you had to use evidence from the book about, like, how women were treated in marriages and, like, property laws and stuff like that, because we read some essays about it that were interesting. And then we had read Beggar's Opera, which, like, the whole thing is, like, just a huge critique of marriage and saying that women should never get married, basically. And so it was that, so they had to either defend, tell their daughter to get married, or tell them not to get married. And they had to use evidence from the book for it that was fun. And one of them was like, you're in a lab and they just created, like, a monster, like an AI or some kind of, like, biological creature, and you're tasked with trying to teach it how to be human, or, like, you know, how to be a good person in society. You know, use Gulliver's Travels and Frankenstein to decide which ethics you'll want them to follow and things like that. And so those are the kind of questions I would ask. Or you and your significant other are thinking of either staying in the countryside or moving to the city. Use works from either, like, such and such romantic poets or Victorian poets to justify your view, like Matthew Arnold or Shelley, I think I had on there. So yeah, just asking them stuff like that, where I still give them a lot of agency. I give them a lot of freedom to understand and, like, engage and have fun, you know, with the content as much as they can. So I try to make my classes really cool and fresh and give the students, like, an opportunity to make it something that they're actually interested in. And then that's fun for me too. I mean, I wouldn't want to read, you know, 50 essays that are all about the theme of this novel is this. This happens on page 26. You know, that'd be pretty lame to me. They wouldn't like to write it, and I wouldn't like to read it. They wouldn't really learn a lot out of it. They would just forget it. It wouldn't be very memorable. I might dodge this. We'll see. I haven't used my dodge yet, and I'm only going to play one more game probably tonight. That face when you realize the prof could be an English prof too. I don't know if you're joking or not, I am literally an English professor. There's no could be about it. Oh, thank God. Well, I'm not even having a dodge. Other people are dodging. Have you ever taken the popular builds for supports you play on, like... Do you mean, like, when you say taken, have I ever used builds from op.gg? I mean, sort of. I use things like op.gg and pro builds to, like, get an idea about, like, what people are doing. And then if I like it, then I'll incorporate it in. Yeah, I think Leopold was the guy, right? Are you talking about Colonial Congo? Hey, thanks for the sub. I think that was the name of the guy. Yeah, he was bad news. I think it was Congo. Yeah, I think Leopold was his name. Was it Belgium? I can't remember if it was, like, Belgium or where it was. Yeah, the statistical average. Leopold too. Oh, okay. Yeah, I do. I spend a lot of time like developing stuff that I think is fun or interesting for students. And I have it all organized too, so I keep all my notes from every semester. I use Google Drive, Google Docs all over the place. Kind of like the channel. I keep everything kind of, you know, around and organized. So like someone asked me, like I've had two people ask me this semester, a colleague and then a professor of mine, say they're teaching my class, like English 225 that I've taught several times now. They're like, can I see your syllabus or like your assignment sheets or like how do you do this or that? I'm like, sure. I just give them access to my class folder. It's got like my assignment sheets, all of my assignment sheets, all of my daily notes, like anonymous student essay examples. I give the students like 5 examples from past students for every essay. Just take the names off just so they can kind of see what other students are doing. I have them do a lot of group work. I just met with them today and I meet with them like once for every major project for 15 minutes one-on-one, so we talk about their project and like I give them lots of really cool pointers and ideas for where they could go with the research. So yeah, we do a lot of stuff. I think it's pretty fun. I think it's cool, especially for an English class. A lot of the people in there aren't English majors. It's kind of like it's a general education type of class. So it's like a 200 level gen ed class, like an advanced creative writing class. Oh, you saw it on TV. Yeah, he is pretty brutal. I'm gonna hover Twitch also. Do it here in a second, I guess. I'm banning Galio. I don't know what these locks mean. They banned it. I didn't even get to hover it. I do lectures. I do a mix. I probably lecture for about a third of the time, maybe a third to a half of the class. They really don't want you to lecture a lot in English. I try to do one third lecture per class, one third some kind of group work activity or like media type of thing, like watch a video about a certain topic or something, group work, and then one third writing. So they do a lot of writing in my class, like in-class writing. Every day we probably write 1 or 2 pages of stuff. However, easy support. But yes, that's what I aim for. Like, basically, like, I'll lecture, introduce a topic, then I'll have them write about it for a little while, and then we'll do group work. So then they have thought about it when they do their group work, so they can say something meaningful. Then we have a class discussion about it, like, after the group work, usually. That's kind of the formula. Usually I'll have two sets of that. So we'll do one topic, and then I give them a 5-minute break between class so they can go to the bathroom or send a text message or do whatever they want to do. I guess I can go ahead and do recon. So I give them a 5-minute break in the middle to just kind of readjust, and then we do something similar afterwards. It's not like quite that formulaic, but we do need engage. I need exhaust for Lee or Yi. I do want a fiddle. I just haven't seen a good opportunity for it yet. I mean, it'd be okay here, I guess, but I really don't like fiddle into Jace or Vhagar. Vhagar is just a real pain, honestly, to deal with. Yeah. I mean, Thresh would have been pretty good here, too. Each class is 80 minutes. I mean, yeah, Fiddle's good. It's just there are certain matchups that I have some problems with him. I mean, I could get a QSS, but I just have to wait on Vagar's cage, I think. Or just catch him. Like, if I can get him in the middle, if I can just run at him before he does it, then I can get him. Probably not going to get QSS, but... Why I failed the last person that I failed? I mean, that's an odd question. I don't know. I don't really think about, like, my actions as failures usually. I think of them as, like, opportunities. I think I still just go coin. There's nothing else that really makes sense. I mean, I guess I could go spell tease. I think it's just coin still, though. Don't answer it. Huh. Yeah, it's kind of a bummer question, you know?
If it don't get out of control, it ain't a party.
I don't really think of it as a failure if you do the best that you can, you know, in situations. Yeah, I mean, it's not going to be an easy time for Rakan, but Rakan is pretty good at peeling
Oh yeah, let's get down.
Yi.
Alright.
I think as long as I can stop Yi from totally going off, I think we can deal with the rest of them.
It has to be done.
As long as Vagar doesn't get super fed.
Minions have
Yeah, I mean... Sound like Lux. I mean, I don't think it's... I don't know. I just don't really like the word failure. No, it's fine.
I need you to be more careful.
If anybody's gonna die first, it's gonna be me. I can't see you die. Also, black is a terrible color on me.
Adding scars.
Okay, I'll get more.
Huh. Okay, thanks, Dylan. Good night, sir. Thanks for hanging out late with us. There've been a couple of students after they've been out of my class that have found me on here. But yeah, it's not that common. I don't advertise it. No, guys, I can sneak it through. These guys aren't perfect players. Like, Caitlyn's not going to trap me every time. Vagar's not going to cage me every time. That's exactly what I don't want to see. Yeah, I mean, Cho was right, but Cho was also like 0-8 that game or something at one point.
Keeping this back.
That shouldn't be a problem.
Hey, thanks, Will Shark. I appreciate it. Oh my god, seriously? He gets another kill? What? Master Yi, the Living Terror, level 3.
This is ambush territory.
How can humans not fear the magic?
They're too busy building things.
Why?
Because they're afraid.
Heh.
Thank you, honey.
You gonna marry me today?
Ask me again tomorrow.
I always do. What would you do if I died?
I would burn this world to the ground.
Okay.
Get my back.
Seriously, they're gonna four-man this? Oh, Jesus.
You're cute today.
Only as wild as magic.
Like, no repercussions. Like, Fizz just straight backed. Rek'Sai's just casually wandering around in the river. And they get to four-man bot and get Dragon. Pretty sad. Now they...
Magic isn't supposed to be safe.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Ardent Nerve affects whether or not I'm going to get to Diamond. I got to Diamond last season without ever building Ardent Sensor, so yeah, I don't think it's going to matter. I mean, I got to Diamond, like, almost Diamond. I was, like, Platinum 1 in, like, February or March. Before Ardent was ever a thing.
If you need me, whistle. You know how to whistle, don't you?
Hubba hubba.
No, that's not whistling.
Nice, good job.
I don't do safe. Somebody?
Come on!
We must keep moving.
Unbelievable. This Fizz is actually garbage. Like, why would you not make a play on that? We see all three other people up here. Why would you at least not try to make a play on Vhagar? Like, I don't get it at all. He didn't have his cage anymore. Like, there's literally no reason not to make a play on him. Like, you're not even gonna throw a fish at him for real? You're not even gonna, like, remotely try to do anything? And he has 31 CS? Like, what?
It's gonna be okay.
We can do this.
Your turret has been destroyed.
That. I'm so fine, I gotta kiss myself.
It's not about a power strike, it's about, like... Or power spike, it's about, like... having a pulse.
I got my look right, I got my moves right. Time to show it.
Yeah, well, I guess I can be thankful this is the last one for the night. It's about the only good news coming out of this one. Is that I actually get to go to sleep, which will be nice.
Zaya, I think we got a problem.
Think or no?
No, we got a problem?
I mean... Janna's still good, she's just different than Sona. Like, Sona's good into Janna, but there's a lot of stuff that Janna's better at than Sona. Like, things that really need to be peeled, Sona's still gonna be really good. I think Fizz is like Platinum 5 and he's boosted. That's like literally, I don't throw around that word a lot, but it's the only thing that makes any sense. Like someone boosted him up and he's just playing a couple of games at the end of the season. Like this is his one game a month to make sure he doesn't decay.
Gotta get myself hyped.
Now, Ardent needed to be nerfed, let's be honest. It's still a good item. Enchanters are still probably the best class of support. Like,
Ally has been slain. Enemy has been slain. Your turret has been destroyed.
Hey, I need you here.
No way. No way. For real. Yeah, tell me Janna's not still good.
How were you thinking?
That's the whole reason they had anything to do with that.
I don't need to understand the plan. I trust my love.
Yeah, it's a 7.21.
Where do we go?
I mean, how much clear does this guy have?
You love this because I'm beautiful?
As soon as that cage is down, I think I can go.
So cool.
This dude is like high or something. Like, why would you wait until all of my CD...
An ally has been slain. An ally has been slain. Your turret has been destroyed. Your inhibitor has been destroyed.
I do not wish to kill the mortal. I want them to use him.
Middle school.
Humans
Your mom, dude. What are you, gay? What? Like, how are kids this young? There's no, like, this. If this guy's like in his 20s, I'm gonna be shocked. And if he's not, how is he up this late on a school night? This kid has to be like 14.
Saya told me to improvise. At least, that's the only part of the plan I remember. You know I love
Seriously, it reminds me of like middle school from like 1999. Like, honestly. Even people back then were making fun of your mom jokes. Like, it was like a meme before there were memes. It's like no one actually said that seriously because you would look like a complete idiot.
I live.
Yeah, he was definitely born after 99. Like, this kid was born in like 2009 or something. Yeah, I don't even know how I engage on this guy. Like, got killed by the redemption.
Enemy
Kid's like 0-4, Gnasher's Tooth, like only item at 20 minutes. Fizz doesn't even have an item. What is it? What is this? Like, he can't decide if he wants to go Proto Belt or Lichbane. I don't know. Whatever. It's the last game of the night. Hey, what's up, friend Zone Soraka? Yeah, I mean, that dude, there's no way this guy's not boosted. Who is this? Lucid? Whatever. We'll make a run at it tomorrow. Like I said, I hate to, because the stream's not as long as I would like for it to be, but I'm tired, and we're not having a lot of luck tonight, so I'm not that sad that I get to get maybe, you know, maybe 4 hours of sleep. If we're getting crazy here, I might get 4 hours of sleep. Let me see. My tiredness probably has something to do with it too. I'm sure I was just making a lot of mistakes. Like, some of it are the games, but some of it's also just being exhausted. Yeah, we went 1-3. It's not good. It's not good. I don't think a lot of these were even winnable though. The Galio game was like, it was winnable. The Galio game was definitely winnable. Like, Galio was a huge problem, but, you know, if we just didn't get caught out a couple of times, we were very close to, like, one more fight, and we could have won that game. This Nami game, I don't even remember what happened in this game. Their kid just took over. Oh, that was the Vayne that flashed forward and gave first blood at level 2. Okay. Is that, like, everybody lost? Like, Ari got smoked. Yeah, just every lane lost, and Shyvana was like, I don't know what to do, guys. She, like, typed that in chat. I'm like, I don't either. You just lose. The Sona game was good. That was a good comeback game. And this last one, there was no prayer. He's Platinum 2, though. No one gets boosted to Platinum 2. You get boosted to Platinum 5. I have no idea. Who knows? Man, he must have just been high or something. Yes. $19.99. God. Some of the kids in my class are like pre-99, I think. I mean, I'm sure there are viewers watching on the stream right now that were born before 1999. There's nothing wrong with that, or like after 1999. Nothing wrong with that. It's just this, like, you should have more you should have more maturity at 3 in the morning. I mean, the latest or the earliest it could be in the United States, I guess, unless it's Hawaiian time, would be like California time. It would be like midnight right now. I guess a kid, I mean, I don't know. Sammy's been up until like 5 in the morning, I guess, and he's like 14 or 15, so I guess it could be a thing. No, I can't do anymore. I gotta go to sleep. I'm not playing that well tonight, honestly. I'm making a lot of mistakes. And we're just not getting... We're not getting good company, either. In the games. We're always get good company in the chat. Got a little sassy in the chat earlier, but it calmed down a little bit after the first game. But, I bought 19 control words in that game. I bought 19 control wards and outdamaged our mid and top laner as a support. And I placed 52 normal wards. Lulu bought 1 control ward. Literally 1. The entire game. And she gets a win for it. She bought Righteous Glory on Lulu. I mean, I guess that's what carry means. Galio carried the hell out of his whole team. I mean, Jace was doing pretty well too, but Galio was the real influence. Like, Jace has the stats, but Galio was the real power there. It's like the discrepancy here is just like unfathomable between vision control. Nah, I had Angry Orchard, man. Angry Orchard let me down tonight. Okay, we'll be back tomorrow. We'll get back into it. At least we didn't get demoted. And we're only losing 17 per. So hopefully we'll win back like 20. Because we did really well like before Viewers Night. We had been running pretty hot. Like 2 days ago. You know, 2 and 3 days ago. And even on the 4th day, we were running really hot. Like, we were winning a lot of games. So we were kind of due to have a rough night. But that's alright, we'll get back at it. Like I said, we could have gone 2 and 2. The Galio one was definitely winnable. It's kind of screwed up our macro. Even though Galio is like ludicrously overpowered, we still could have won that. Nami's pretty good with like certain matchups. Like I think she's good, or with certain champions. Like I think she's good with Vayne. I think she's good with Twitch. Like she brings a lot more crowd control than most of the other enchanters do. Like she has a lot of different forms of crowd control. So she doesn't scale as well, but she does have a heal. She has great harassment. She has more crowd control than like Sona. But Sona has higher scaling than she does. And then Lulu also has higher scaling. I like that. The screamers, I like it. Okay. Oh, wait. What did Kendall say? Okay. Thanks. Yeah, thanks everybody who came out. Thanks for sticking with me even on a losing night. Hopefully we can get back at it tomorrow. We'll do the best we can. I'm going to be tired all week, so I have to do these conferences like all week. It is a lot of fun. It's tiring because I have to get up at 8 and I can't like sleep in the afternoon. Like usually if I don't have these conferences, on days when I don't teach, I can kind of catch up and sleep a little bit by like sleeping some in the afternoon, but not happening tonight. Okay, well that's going to be it. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next time. Have a good night.